So what's your plan for career in the future? I don't know. What has a lot of demand these days? What does everybody need every single day? I don't know. That's it! Water! That's it. Everybody does need water. Let us pursue that topic. Hi Mike, we're at the wastewater treatment plant. What do some of the employees' jobs consist of?
Their primary duties are to operate and maintain the facility. Operate means to make sure that everything is treating like it should, and to maintain the equipment, change oil, fix anything that's broken. We also are responsible for collecting samples of the water, the wastewater coming in and going out, and have it tested for state per state guidelines. We also have to take care of the grounds and just general maintenance like that. It keeps us busy. Okay, well, we'll start with the process at the wastewater treatment plant. We'll begin here where the wastewater actually enters the plant. It's right here in the wet well. This is all the flow that comes from the entire community into this one place. And then we can go in to the pump station and take a look at the pumps. This is the next step. This is a primary clarifier. There's two of these. This is the next step after primary clarification. It's the trickling filter, or also called the roughing filter. This is the inside of the roughing filter. That distributor arm rotates and the water comes out of it and sprinkles over the top or trickles down. That's why they were called a trickling filter. The next process, this is called an intermediate clarifier. It's a similar type tank as the primary clarifiers. However, it settles off the material that washes out of the trickling filter. This is the next step in the process after the intermediate clarifier. It's the biotowers. This is the control room or the electrical room of the digester building. There's panels for most of the pumps, equipment within this building and other areas of the plant. This is the storage tank for our liquid sludge. This is the sludge, biosolids, has been processed, stabilized, and ready for land application on farm ground. Now this is the outfall from the plant. This is the treated water after it's leaving the plant.
Do you recommend this job for young adults trying to find a career?
Oh, certainly. In this state there is a severe shortage of certified operators. It can be a rewarding job if you're concerned about the environment, protecting the environment. Wastewater treatment is a line of defense protecting the public health by taking care of treating the wastewater so it doesn't enter back into the environment, and it protects wildlife and recreational waters of the state.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Hi Sean, I'm Kelly. What are some responsibilities for the water treatment plant employees?
Well, our main responsibility is to provide safe water for the town to drink and use, and we have to maintain the water plant. Every individual unit has its, there's chlorine analyzers, there's turbidity meters. We have to keep all that stuff running properly and remove all organic and inorganic, all the bad stuff out of water, make it safe for the public to drink and use.
Alright, thank you.
I'll walk you through the process of how the water is treated from when it comes out of the ground and the final step before it goes to your tap.
These are wells, which are over by the Interstate 35. And the raw water from the ground. We pump it here, and it comes in that green pipe coming out of the floor, and it goes through this aerator, goes up that pipe through an aerator, and that just introduces oxygen to the water, kind of makes the iron and manganese easier to remove. After it goes through this aerator, it goes through these softeners, big green tones. As it goes in the bottom of these softeners, we put lime in there, and the water swirls around like a big water tornado. And that lime reacts with the water, and it makes all the manganese, iron, just makes it precipitate out. Raises the pH, makes the water real unstable, so all the iron releases out of the water. And after it goes through this softener, since the pH is so high, it goes through what we call a recard tank. These 2 tanks. And we inject it with CO2, kind of like a soda pop machine, because it has the bubbles. That brings the pH down to normal, stabilizes the water, so no more iron or anything that's left will precipitate out. And as it goes through the recard, then it goes through sand filters, gravity filters, which are along that back wall. We'll see that when we go up top. And that collects any little fine particles, turbidity, out of the water. And after the filters, then it gets injected with sodium hypochlorite, chlorine. Chlorine, of course, we all know, kills any bacteria in the water and makes it safe to drink. Then it goes into our ground storage, which is a big concrete tank outside, holds 250,000 gallons of water. And then it goes inside to our clear well, which I'll show you that later. Then our high service pumps pump it out into the system, into the tower. The filters are behind this concrete wall, and these pipes are all, the beige pipe is when we backwash filter, that's the water that goes out to the lagoon. But behind there is all that sand. The water filters out, comes out this blue pipe, and that's where the finished water goes. These are and this is the final, this is the filtration, which catches any little line, any turbidity that carries through.
So why would you recommend this job to young adults trying to find a career path?
Well, it's steady. I mean, everybody's always going to need water, and it's great to know that you're giving a good product to people, and you got to deal with people, and it's fun to deal with the public, and it's fun just to play with water, and you don't think about it until you really get into it about how complicated purifying water is. I mean, it's kind of a challenge. So if you like a challenge and like to deal with people on a daily basis, and I recommend it. I mean, it's always going to be around. People are always going to need water.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Yep.
Wow, that was very interesting. Yeah, sounds like we have a very interesting job figured out.